guys, this is Roshni Sangvi. Today I'm going to walk you through an upper body workout. We are going to focus on the chest muscles, a little bit of the back of course, but mostly on the chest muscles. So for those who want to tone up the chest area, the shoulders area, this is a great 11-minute workout. It's a short workout. You don't have to invest a lot of time, and I suggest at least repeating it 3 to 4 times during the week. So let's get started. We're going to start with some basic warm-up exercises. Warm-up is for 2. So basically when you're looking at warm-up for any activity, you're focusing on that particular muscle group you want to train and you're warming up that muscle group. Here we're going to warm up a little bit of the chest and then the wrist, because everything in terms of body weight movement comes on the wrist. Let's start with the wrist, coming into a tabletop position, just swaying back and forth very slowly, very gently. Micro bend in the elbows. Any workout we do, we always keep a micro bend in the joint so your joints are protected. Make sure that you never ever force your joints into a locked position. Just swaying back and forth. You can also maybe sway side to side if you're too tight in the wrist forearm area. If you haven't done any kind of forearm strengthening, this is one area you probably need to work a lot. Just turning your fingers inwards towards your knees. Micro bend in the elbows still, and we continue to sway back and forth. If you want to super challenge yourself today, keeping a micro bend in the elbows, very important. See if you can get into a plank position in this inverted wrist pose. We are never used to doing this, and this will feel a little bit challenging on the core. Exceptionally good warm up for the forearm muscles and the wrist joint. If not, you can just stay in tabletop. If it's your first ever class, you could stay in tabletop. If you haven't gone any fitness activity in a long time, stay in tabletop. You don't have to get into a plank. Excellent. So my wrist feels warmed up. If not, you can pause the video for some time and warm up your wrist. Interlace your fingers behind you and gently come into an upper back bend. Opening up your chest, important. We are focusing on the chest muscles, the pectoralis major and minor. So just opening up the chest, looking top. Excellent. I feel ready. Do you? Let's get started. Starting in a tabletop position. From a tabletop position, I'm going to move my knees back, so coming into a push-up position with my knees on the floor. Still very early in the workout, so we're not going to over-challenge ourselves. The aim over here is to get my hips to touch the ground. So most people, when they go for this knee push-up, they try and get their forehead or their chin to touch the ground, and that's not the right way to do it. Aim to get your hips to touch the ground. So you're not resting on your knees, but you're resting on the top part of your knee to where your muscles are. You don't want to rest on your joint. Comfortably in this position, aim to get the hips to touch the ground, going all the way up. Again, if this is your first time doing push-up, an easier way is simply lie down on the ground. Don't worry about just touching your hips. Lie down on the ground, hands go up, hands come down, lifting yourself back up. Let's go for 3 more, just to warm up. 1, 2 more, 2, and the very last count, 3. Excellent, super. Coming back into a tabletop position, let's work a little bit in terms of opening up our back muscles. Let's go in for a few cat-camel stretches. Excellent way to start working on the spinal cord. And most people don't realize spine is the basis for everything. Any muscle you're working, you need a very flexible and good spine. Chin to chest, looking all the way down. Middle back goes up towards the ceiling. Tuck your tailbone. Looking all the way up, try and look all the way up, middle back comes towards the floor. Micro bend in the elbow, do you still have it? Let's go for 2 more of these cat and camel. Chin to chest, looking all the way up into a camel pose. For the very last count, chin to chest, and looking all the way up, back into a camel pose. Excellent. Walk your wrist a few inches away from you. Tuck your toes, get into a plank position, a comfortable plank. If you need to walk your feet back, then do that. Micro bend in the elbows, micro bend in the knees, joints protected. Right leg comes next to your right hand. Right leg comes next to the right hand on the outer edge of the mat. Walk your arms a few more inches forward to the outer edge of the mat. Drop your left knee down. See if you can touch your nose to the ground 3 times. Ready? If you can't, that's okay. Get as close as you can. 1 and 2. For the last time, 3. This is a very awkward lizard push-up position. but works very well on the chest muscles. Walking your palms back below your shoulders, taking your right leg back into a plank. Let's hold the plank for 10 seconds now. Again, few important pointers. Your joints micro bend. Tuck your belly button towards your rib cage, towards your spinal cord. Lift your belly button high and up. Focus on the belly button. Focus on your glutes, your butt muscles. You want them tight. Hold them tight. Strong plank. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2. Excellent. Left foot comes forward to the outer edge of the mat, outside the right hand, dropping your right knee to the floor. Walking your palms a few inches away from you into a lizard push-up position. Ready for 3 counts. Your chin to the floor. 1 and 2. For the very last time. And 3. Excellent. Walking your palms back below your shoulders. Taking your left leg back, lifting your right knee off the floor, coming back into a plank position. 10 seconds is the target. 10 and 9, 8, everything in your body tight. Just make sure your wrists and your shoulders in one straight line. Can you also make sure that your feet and your toes are in one straight line, your heels and toes are in one straight line. Oops, I forgot to count. And 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Bringing your knees to the floor. Sit back in child pose for a few seconds. By a few, I mean literally 3 seconds. Stretch your upper back while you're in a child pose. It's still an active child pose. So you're still working on stretching your upper back muscles. Excellent. From here, coming back into plank position. And from plank, what we're going to aim to do is, we'll get our elbows down to the floor. So one by one, work your elbows down and coming into an elbow plank position. From your elbow plank position, hips go up, work your feet in. It's called basically a dolphin pose. And this is a very, very active pose to work on your chest muscles, but also a little bit on your hamstring, the back of your legs. We're going to stay here for 10 seconds and 9 and 8, 7, look in between your palms, 6, work your feet a little bit more, 5, can you send your hips up a little bit more, and 4 and 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Walking your feet back, coming back up on your palms into a regular plank position. From your plank, can you get into a downward facing dog or a mountain pose? Oops. Excellent. From this mountain pose, take your right leg up towards the ceiling, as high as you can and as away from you. Right knee to chest. Right knee as close to your chest as possible. Walk front into a plank position. Drop your right knee down. Whew, much needed break on the wrist. If you want, you can take a few seconds off here, or feel free to pause the video at any time you want. If your wrists start feeling sore, if you're feeling as comfortable as I am right now, then you're going to try and suction the right knee towards the chin, giving it a kiss. And we're going to do 3 of these. So you can watch me on the first one, and then we're going to aim for 3 more. Ready? Right knee, suction towards the chin. Try and give it a kiss. 1. And if you can't give it a kiss, it's okay. By the time you'll do this video, about 5th or 6th time, you'll get there. Ready? 3 counts from now. Right knee towards the chin. Try and give it a kiss every single time. 1. Wonderful. 2 more. 2. For the very, very, very last time. 3. And you don't even realize you're working so much on your pec muscles, on your chest muscles, so much on your back muscles, a little bit on the shoulders also. Let's send the right leg back and try and work with the left leg now. On this 4th count, right leg towards the chin, getting into a 3-legged downward facing dog, sending your right leg back to meet the left. Wonderful. Let's take a 2-breath break in your downward facing dog. Just a 2-breath break. Breathe in and breathe out. For the last time, breathe in and breathe out. Left leg up towards the ceiling, as high and as away from you as possible. Left knee to chest, coming into a plank pose, dropping your left knee down to the ground. A few seconds break. If you need to pause the video at this time, do that. For your wrist, working on your wrist joint. Wonderful. Left knee towards the chin, giving it a kiss. We're going to go for 3 counts. Ready? And 1. Try and give it a kiss. And you don't even realize when you're giving it a kiss, you're also working on your core muscles, your abs. 2. Kiss. For the very last time. Up. Kiss. Send your left leg back to meet the right. Getting back into a downward facing dog. Wonderful. From your downward facing dog, because this is a 10-minute video only, let's avoid taking any breaks and get in as much work as you possibly can. Getting back into a downward facing dog. Wonderful. From your downward facing dog, because this is a 10-minute video only, let's avoid taking any breaks and get in as much work as you possibly can. From your downward dog, coming back into plank, dropping your knees down. Let's go for 3 more push-ups over here. You can walk your palms a little forward and away from your body if it makes it easier. Ideally, keep your palms in line with your shoulders. Let's go for 3 push-ups, trying to get your hips to the ground, or simply, like I said, lie down on the ground. Both are fine. 1 and back up. Wonderful. 2 more. Come on, let's go for it. 2. Excellent. For the very last time, 3. Super. Back up, coming into a tabletop position. Now we're going to do something funky. Okay, ready? From a tabletop, tuck your toes, cross your toes and jump forward. Sitting back. So you're getting into this ab crunch position. This is the last variation in an ab crunch position. Not crunch, I would say in a crab position. Fingers pointing to the back of the mat. Lifting your hips up, opening up your chest muscles, working your chest muscles, stretching them, and hold. You're going to hold it for 5 seconds. 5 and 4 and 3. Micro bend in the elbows. 2. Open up your chest as much as you can, stretch. And 1. Wonderful. Back to the ground. Cross your legs. Right hand goes up towards the ceiling. Right hand goes back towards your back. And pat yourself. Good job! You got it in. That's a good 10-minute workout. You moved in those 10 minutes. You got some blood flowing. And this is a commitment I want you to make to yourself to keep coming back. Even these 10 minutes per day add up to 60 minutes, 70 minutes in a week. And that's good. That's a great start. That's not enough to see some positive results. So I insist you do this 2 times in a day if you can. But at least if you can get in a 10 minutes workout, that's good. That's getting some blood flow in. I hope you guys enjoyed this and I hope you could follow along. If you could not follow along, it's okay. Keep trying it. Keep trying. That's the only way you're going to get it. So keep trying it maybe 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. You'll get a hang of it. Cheers guys. Bye.